Well, July 16th. Yeah. Now the Weather Channel says there's supposed to be fog, but I see no sign of fog out here. So that fog band is the fog belt. The fog belt is way, way off, and it is a miracle. After so many foggy mornings, a view like this is wonderful. Yeah, dredger's still working away. It's about 7 a.m. Maybe 10 minutes after 7. 12 degrees, overcast. It's not cold, that's for sure. But you still need to layer up a tiny bit. Not because of the 12, but it's the wind. There's always sea tuttles, always winds. So 12 degrees can feel like 11, especially if there's sea dampness mixed in the wind. So a windbreaker is always advisable. Late at night, early mornings. Middle of the day, afternoons, it's going to be sunny, hot. It's going to be warm. Uh-huh. Well, I have 2 vapes. I forgot one of them at home. I always carry 2 in case one breaks down. It's hard to believe there was. Right in there, in the very heart of that little clump of sumac, a raccoon had been up in there yesterday morning, and I stopped by just like I did today, and I set my camera on there, and only when the raccoon started moving in that tree did it occur to me there was a raccoon there. It was that raccoon was so well camouflaged. And then it was gone. So I'll see that. I think I already filmed that raccoon once on the east side of the beach, foraging in the ravine, or sorry, in the gully on the east side of the beach. That raccoon family. So somewhere in the fields lying around this beach, the raccoons have a den. You don't really get to see a lot in this view. There's the sumacs and the plants and sumacs, and the spruce branches are in the way, but it's the closest you're going to get to a 500-year-old view. There's only a minor, this is just a minor representative of the Acadian forest that once stood here. I don't see any finches or sparrows. I've heard some of the sparrows, but the birds are pretty quiet this morning. The insects and the birds will start stirring as the day progresses and it gets warmer and warmer. Yeah, I noticed someone broke a tree limb on that spruce. Why they would do it, I don't know. Maybe a bored teenager, who knows. Right there on the left-hand side. Back to the island. That would make quite the puzzle, wouldn't it? Yeah, there's no birds singing, no birds flitting across the landscape. They're all hunkered down. Uh, that was a chickadee I just heard. No, that wasn't a chickadee. Look at those leaves. They're all upturned. There was so much moisture in the air. Every single leaf is there is upturned and pointed skyward. And there was one other thing. Right up there. You see, more leaves are turning orange. This is just a very early sign of fall. Now, 2 days ago, it was just those leaves that had changed color. And 2 days later, we got these leaves on the right-hand side starting to change. This is technically still summer. The change in those leaves has to do with temperatures at night. You know, it's starting to get cooler at night when the leaves start changing. Let's get back to the island. There. Oh, boat. I think that is one of the Harbor Service boats. I'm not quite sure what its role is, but it just goes back and forth from the main harbor to Courtney Bay. I noticed something. I just noticed something. It looks like the no. That's the pink rose. That's the remains of the pink roses. Okay, the pink roses are still there. This is just that some of the plants got a little taller and they're blocking the view of the roses now. Yeah, the birds are really, really quiet this morning. Well, I don't blame them for being quiet. I mean, there are enough cats roaming the area that maybe there was a cat here hunting them. Who knows? Okay, I'll go see if there's any ducks or cormorants out there. I'll see you online.